of the internet. We're the Jump Up Supercast, and it's still within those first 2 weeks of the new year. And that means it's time for resolutions that will we keep? We'll find out. But we're also going to be checking in on how we did last year, right? For the Jump Up Supercast, back in the early days of 2019, we all gave each other different games to play that were on the list, which is a thing we do every week on our podcast every Monday, and on the Game Club every other Thursday, where we add to an ever-growing list. But we haven't played every single game of these like 160 odd games, so this is doing due diligence. This is making sure to play these games that we can discuss. And so here we are. We've got all 6 of us here. We have roughly 25 video games to talk about, maybe 30, and then we're gonna take each of us pick one game that we've played, and if we so desire, re-rank it on the list. So maybe we play a game and we say, man, this feels like it's too low, this is too high, and we want to change it up. This is now an opportunity to do that. So with all that having been said, let's just go over everyone that is here. Brandon.
Hello. I updated. I just while you were talking, if you heard typing, I was updating the title and the everything on the stream.
Thank you very much. Saf.
Hey, it's me, Saf.
Noah.
I'm here. I have a cold, so if you hear any sneezing or coughing in the background, if I forget to mute myself, I'm sorry in advance.
Ills.
You can refer to me as your reigning champion.
And Muzinal.
I thought we were playing.
What?
I thought we were playing Sonic.
We're not playing
yeah.
Sonic.
Good.
You
Good.
got connection issues, bud.
Oh
He's
god. I'm holding the push to
Great
talk,
start.
but let's go at the last second. I don't know what's happening.
It also sounds we all showed up to this ranking drunk, just to give you a heads up. That's not true.
Wow, it's early in the day for that.
Hey man,
No, it's not.
when it comes to a re-rank, there's never too early.
Yeah, it's New Year's. It's a time for partying.
So let's see. Who do we just want to go in the order that's listed here
Sure.
on the list? So I would put
Sure.
Muzamil first.
Me?
Yeah. So just sort of go over the 5 games you had. Go over what you thought about them. Do the re-rank, and then I guess we'll assign the game for you. Then after we do that.
Okay, works for me. I should turn off push talk then.
Glad to have you.
All right. So I played. Let me see. I mean, I could probably just remember them, but
Look at the stream. I
Look at the
literally
stream,
have it
brother.
there.
Yeah, look at the stream.
Right
I'm no. That's a lot of effort. I refuse.
First up is Ghost Trick Phantom Detective.
No, stop it. I
so
will
lazy.
tell you.
Oh my god.
My God.
Okay. So
We are professionals.
yeah, we are.
I mean, not Muzzy.
So Ills gave me Ghost Trick to play.
I did.
Saf gave me Stardew Valley. Will gave me Drill Dozer. Brandon gave me Tales of Symphonia, but then swapped it out for Snatcher.
Mhm.
And Noah gave me Alundra to play.
Mhm.
I mean, am I supposed to talk about all these games or just one? What's the deal? How are we doing this?
Should we
You
talk-
can
never
go
really
over. Go
established.
over
Whatever
the
you
ones.
want.
Just do. Yeah. Oh,
Which
do
one
the
you-
one.
Which one was your favorite?
Yeah.
So my favorite by a wide margin was Ghost Trick. That's not to say the other games weren't cool. I like them a lot.
Mhm.
But Ghost Trick just kind of hit all the right notes with me. I mean, I love Ace Attorney, so I was bound to love this game. And I always meant to play this game, but I'm glad I got the push to finally do it because I felt like I would have never done it otherwise.
Mhm.
I mean, this game is fucking rad. It's like, it has the great storytelling that Shu Takumi is known for, right?
Mhm.
I like the gimmick of like, hey, this is in a it basically 12-hour period, right? The whole thing was we gotta do this before sunrise, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Gotta do this before sunrise. Gotta do this before sunrise. So then, this you're figuring out, hey, who am I? Like this guy wakes up as what's his name? Sissel.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the whole story is revolving around. Oh, I gotta figure out who I am, right?
Who killed me?
and along the way you're figuring out this overarching story, and I like the whole thing of Sizzle. Sizzle, sure, at first he's like, hey, look, if the only reason I'm figuring out anyone else's problems is because it helps me, because I don't have time to deal with anything else, right?
Mhm.
Um, number one priority here is me, though, just to be clear. But then along the way, he clearly grows attached to all these people that he talks to, you know. And they all play a big role in the overarching story, of course. Also, Missile is the best.
True.
Very good dog.
I love him.
No
Alright.
life
And
to chicken.
Pour one out.
I thought the puzzles were just this perfect mix of like, because this is like the most interactive game of this
Mhm.
kind of ilk I've played
For
before,
sure, yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I think it does a good
It had
job
like
in
the
it.
perfect blend between like the character development, the story, and like actual gameplay. with the
Actually,
puzzles.
There's because there's you do have to interact with the screen a lot. You have to do the puzzles, and the puzzles are just this perfect balance of like not too overwhelming, so you can figure things out without like it being too much of a roadblock. But you still gotta think, right?
Mhm.
Still gotta think. Still gotta. Timing is very important when it comes to doing the ghost tricks, right?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I like this game a lot.
One other thing that you would need to mention as well is like the animation is fucking fantastic in that game.
Yes.
Yes,
It
yes,
is
very good.
so well
agree. That and the music,
done.
man.
Stark's dancing is fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh man, he's great. Cabanela also just I grew to
Oh
like
yeah,
him a
Capnell
lot.
as well. Yeah.
Just and then the music, of course, in this game is great. Great, it's really good. Yeah, and everything else, like I mean, I really liked all those games too, but Ghost Trick, man, Ghost Trick's really
Yeah,
good.
you got some good games.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, 4 out of your 5 games you would have been able to play if you're on the game club. I'm just saying. You would have already played them.
That's fine. It gives me more to pick from.
It's true. Some people are gonna have slim pickings when it comes to giving them new games.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Moose, clearly a fan of Ghost Trick.
Mhm.
Do you want to move it any?
See, this is precarious because I want it higher, but I feel like no one else agrees.
With
Because
Ghost Trick?
we've already moved it down.
I mean,
We
No,
moved
but
it
things
down.
have
We moved it
changed.
down, then we moved it up.
Things have
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah.
Did we move it back up?
Yeah, you
I
didn't
always
rank this
wanted
already.
it above like the 3 visual novels that were there.
Yeah, because that one, well, is it? I think it's already.
It was like top like 15 or 20
It was
at
top
one
10
point.
at
Yeah,
one
it
point.
was aggressively high.
It
So I
was
think
like-
we moved it back down because of that.
Yeah.
But
stupid
it's
high.
now
That was
playing
the
in a
best
different space.
accomplishment.
Is
It
it
was
above
disgusting.
Danganronpa?
No, it's
It is
not.
It's
not.
not
It should
above
be above
Danganronpa. Do you want it
Danganronpa.
above Danganronpa?
Do you think it should be above 999?
If
No.
Ooh.
Danganronpa, I can agree with
No.
that.
if we're gonna move it up, I don't think I would go past Terranigma.
Oh,
Let's turn-
Danganronpa's below Terranigma.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
if we bring
I can-
it
I'll
up,
put it-
I'll
I won't put it above Star Fox.
Danganronpa, and I'll even put it above Star Fox 64.
Yeah, that works for me.
It's about 60 odds, Brandon. Scroll down a little bit more. Like-
Where are we looking here? Where are we looking?
Ghost
Okay,
Trick
It's
is
at 64 right now. We're talking about moving it up to 60.
yeah.
Up to 60?
I mean,
Yeah.
personally, I'd put it even above the missing, but I'm fine with stopping Terranigma.
I would put it above Star Fox at the very least.
Yeah.
If it was purely up to me, I would probably maybe put it even above like Sunshine.
I mean, if we can get a third, I'm down.
But I haven't played the missing yet, so obviously that's a.
Mhm.
I would put it above the missing.
Yeah, I would too.
There we go.
Okay, the missing J.J. Macfield, the Island of
Maybe we should
Memories.
put it above Sunshine though, Brandon.
No.
And/or Ills?
No.
All right.
All right, there it is.
Okay.
So, good job. We relatively uncontentious. Let me run the membership. 8 spots. We did it. So now at number 58 on the list, we have Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. Is it now the most moved game on the list? Does it have that honor?
I think Galinja's still a
I
competitor.
mean, whoever the bookkeeper is, if you want to tell us.
Yeah. But
need
surrounding it, obviously you can see right now. But
we
we
need a
have
bookkeeper. Where are you at?
the lore. Yeah. Who has the series Bible?
Ref.
Mhm.
Freedom Planet at number 56, 57 Mario Sunshine, 58 Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, 59 The Missing J.J. Macfield and the Island of Memories, and 60 Terranigma. All right, so there it is, Muzamil. Now we will give you even more to play. You thought
Even
you were
more to
done.
play. Also, I
You're
just
not.
want to give a shout out to myself
No.
for beating all these
Okay,
games.
that's it. Let's move on.
Ills doubted me. Ills said I would never do it.
I mean, you didn't do it because you had a trade symphony.
No.
Yeah,
I
no,
did
he
it.
did it. He did it.
I did it, and
When I
So-
doubted him, he hadn't traded, so my doubts.
congratulate. You still doubted me after I traded.
Ah, well.
To be fair, he just did it. It was like, I'm done one day. He didn't mention playing any of these games. But there it is. So I guess we'll just go in the order. So Brandon, you're first up to give him a game.
Tales of Symphonia, because it's already there on the thing.
How
And
about
I
that?
gave it
It's
to
on the
him
board.
last year. So he's getting it this year, and there's no taking it back this year. He's doing it, or he's not doing it, or
So
he
he's
lives
not
in
doing it?
shame. Either he's
Much to
doing it.
Brandon's chagrin. He might kind of wishes he could take it back, I bet.
I kind of
but
wish
he
I could
can't.
take it back because I just don't want this to turn into a Sonic Adventure 2 situation right now. Because I can't. I've learned recently over the past week that I can't trust Muzzy to go into a game with an open mind.
I did go into
It
an
took
open
you
mind.
until this week to
Dog
realize
shit.
that?
SA2 is just dog shit. Okay.
See,
That is
this
just-
is what I'm talking about. But no,
No
I
one
think
knows.
I
We
think
get
I
this.
legitimately think you will like
For a
Tales of
stream.
Symphonia because it is a good game.
I mean, I like JRPGs.
Yes.
Sure.
I know you
Here's
like.
the difference between the Sonic Adventure 2 and Tales of Symphonia.
I know you like.
I don't like
JRPGs,
janky
so,
platformers. I do like JRPGs.
Yeah. So
Sure.
you will like this game.
Okay.
Well, Moose, I have bad news about the janky platformer thing because you might be going down a path here.
Because what?
You might be going down a path here. We'll see, because I guess I'm up next in that list. I'm gonna give you Mystical Ninja starring Goemon.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
Good game.
I
I'm
feel
worried.
like I feel like Moose has a weird soft spot for like N64, PS1 generation games, more so than like PS2, GameCube games, even for like giving him a pass. And I feel like the stuff that Mystical Ninja was doing at the time, especially, you will be able to appreciate.
All right.
Next
Sounds
up,
good.
Saf?
I don't know whether or not I should give him Dark Souls.
Oh no.
Because
Why
like
you
you
want
mentioned,
Moose beat
No, he
Sekiro
wants
and
to
he
play.
likes Bloodborne, so I think it's
yeah, he likes Bloodborne. He beats Sekiro. I was thinking of whether or not I should actually have him experience Dark Souls as well, because he's now into the series. He's now
I
gotten the
mean,
series. So.
from what I hear,
I'm
it's
now a
good game.
FromSoft evangelist, so.
Don't say that. That's embarrassing.
the two good developers, Muzamil said, were Nintendo and From Software.
It's either that or it's Hotel
Those are the
Dusk,
things.
which is another visual novel.
So pick one.
Yeah.
I'll just give you Hotel Dusk because
Okay.
I know you'll like Hotel Dusk.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Till this then.
Good pick. You will like that game. All right.
Mhm.
Ills?
All right, I was going to pick Hotel Dusk, but my backup pick was Psychonauts. So you can play Psychonauts.
Ooh.
Good pick.
Ooh.
Man,
nice.
I'm jealous of Muzzy's list. He's playing good games.
Good thing I left such a big gap in my life.
All right, and Noah.
I was looking to give you Skull Monkeys, but you said you're not a fan of slightly janky platformers, even though, well, it can be considered janky at sometimes. So, let's see. Let's go with... go with Terranigma.
Oh, good.
All right.
It's a good pick.
Well,
Shame
I
no-
didn't hear it.
Terranigma.
Terranigma.
Terranigma. You know, I feel like once again, I'm surprised no one gave me Symphony of the Night.
I'm surprised nobody gave you Last of Us.
Well, I feel like most people will know I will not
Yeah.
like Last of Us.
I didn't get to choose
We-
for him this year. He chose himself.
We had this.
Yeah. All right. So Brandon, now it's you.
All right. I want to just mention Kevin said make Saf play Goemon again without cheating, which is good. All right. So yeah, I played Undertale. Ills gave me Undertale, which he swapped out Xenoblade Chronicles with, because the definitive edition got announced.
Because I was bullied into it.
And he's a nice guy. Saf, Ills, you're a nice guy. I don't care what anybody says. So I'm gonna play the best version of Xenoblade next year or this year. So instead, I played Undertale. Finally, through completion. By the way, I played it before, just never completed it. Which I had a lot of these games. In fact, I think all of them I had at least played at one point before this.
Yeah,
but
you touch.
I finished all of them this year. So Undertale from Ills. Wonderful 101 was from Will?
Saf, I think.
I think it was Saf.
I thought Saf picked Cave Story for me.
I think I gave you Okami.
I don't know who
I
gave me what.
kind of remember.
I don't know who gave me what, but I got Wonderful 101, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which I'm pretty sure was Noah.
Yes.
I think Cave Story was Muzzy.
Okay, Okami and Cave Story. So I got lucky. All the games that I played this year were good, which was nice.
I was waiting for that asterisk on that butt.
No, there's not. There really isn't. I really liked all the games I played. I really did. They were all fun. Honestly, they were all good games. I think my favorite one, probably Okami. I really liked Okami. I mean, Zelda. I just absolutely love Zelda games, and this, Okami is kind of like an homage to Zelda. It's fucking great. Although I do want to just shout out to Undertale. Undertale, my opinion on it has gone up since I played it. No, I don't think any of my opinions on the games. I think they've all gone up since I played them. Cave Story maybe
Proving
stayed the same.
my point. I feel good.
Cave Story maybe stayed the same because it I don't know. In Wonderful 101 maybe went up a little bit, but I don't think I would move it on the list because the problems with the controls still stand in that game to me. Yeah, Castlevania. I mean, that game was fucking awesome as well. So let me look at the list. I honestly have a hard time even just thinking of a game to move. What I got. I mean, I like where all these games are on the list. Wonderful 101 is at 77. What do we got?
Okami's at 42.
I'm gonna say. You know what? I'm just gonna say this. Let's me think about moving Cave Story. I think we should, and that which is funny because out of all the games I played, I think Cave Story was my least favorite, and that's saying something because Cave Story was still a very good game. But number 106 on the list, I think it is too low.
That is disrespectful.
So I'm going to choose Cave Story as the game I want to re-rank. Because under Street Fighter V, although I haven't played Street Fighter V, I gotta say, from what I know about Street Fighter V, and this doesn't say Super Street Fighter V or whatever the best version of this game is.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that just seems fucked up. Fire Emblem: The Binding Blade, I would put it above that game for sure. Ultimate Alliance 3, that game was good but very vanilla. So. Yeah, I don't know. A Cave Story I think should move up. I don't know about Zack and Wiki though. That's a tough one.
I'm gonna be real with you.
I would
What
put
are you
it
thinking?
above Shantae.
I put it above Fire Emblem Fates. I'm gonna be real.
What the fuck?
I think it's better than Mario Bros. 2, and I think it's better than Fire Emblem Fates. The one game that gives me
concur.
pause there is
Go
3D
with
Land.
my bros.
I think that's actually not that bad of an idea. I don't know about above Fire Emblem Fates, but I would be okay with putting it above Mario 2. My problem is Zack and Wiki, but that's the thing where you don't want to not put it above a game because another game is too low.
How much higher, realistically, are we gonna put Zach and Wiki? Jesus Christ, we get through this every time.
Well,
Then
higher.
do
I'm not
it.
saying much higher, but higher.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put it above Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing?
Christ.
No.
Oh my
We're
God.
Animal Crossing. You're a wild man.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying.
Saying Zach and Wiki above Animal Crossing? Or you saying Cave
Yeah, brother.
Story?
But that's another day. I guess.
Okay. Yeah, Cave Story, though, I actually feel that's a pretty decent spot.
I'm down to put it above Fate.
You want to put it above Fates? I don't know if I would put it above Fates, but
I know you
I'll
don't
put
like
it
the
below
secret
Fates.
ending, but there's no incest, so that helps you.
Jesus.
I'll put it below
Okay.
Fates. Yeah.
Saf said below
Below?
Fates.
Yeah.
Ills?
I haven't played Cave Story.
Okay. Noah?
I haven't played Cave Story either.
Well, so
Okay, I guess we're putting it. Well, I guess it's tied, but yeah, I'll give in. Go ahead.
Yeah, come on. We can put it below Fates.
okay,
We'll put it below Fire
Fates
Emblem.
has some good gameplay systems going on.
okay. There you go, Saf. You know what? You're welcome, Saf. I know you love Cave Story.
So that's a big move.
Yeah,
Didn't
pretty
we, I
decent.
remember we originally put Cave Story was like in the 50s or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, somehow it got done real dirty.
Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those ones where it just kept getting moved down and down without us noticing. I think.
Yeah.
Just moved up 10 spots.
All right. There
Ten
we go.
spots is pretty good, though.
So now we have to give Brandon his games for
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
We can go move back to the New Year's page.
Mm-hmm.
So
Moose is up first.
Well,
There's
maybe
no-
we should go snake order or something so that Noah doesn't always get screwed into picking last.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. So just do whoever's after that person.
Yep.
Yes.
So everyone else goes first?
Yes.
Okay. So then I'll go. Brandon, I'm going to give you Steam World Dig.
Heyo.
You like a good platformer.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you'll appreciate the way that like you sort of have to plan ahead in Steam World Dig in a really cool way.
Nice. Excited.
CF?
You have a pretty small list to choose from, Brad.
I
Yeah,
know.
there's not much.
I know it.
Saf, did you choose Xenoblade last year?
No.
Oh.
Ills-
No, I think that was Ills that
it
chose
was Ills.
Xenoblade.
That was
Yeah,
me.
Ills is.
I can't choose anything.
Since Brandon's gonna play Xenoblade this year, I might as well give him Xenoblade X as well.
No.
No. No, no. We're vetoing that.
I fucking shit.
Oh my
Two
god.
200-hour games? Sure, why not?
No, we're going.
Veto.
I'll give you.
That's okay.
I'll give you Final
Fine.
Fantasy 4.
Okay, that's
Okay.
more fair.
Okay.
That's like a 40-hour game rather than 150 hours.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That was a dumb veto. You should let him do whatever he wanted.
No.
Anyways,
Final Fantasy 4, you said?
yeah, 4.
4, not 7?
I mean,
Shocking.
that's a pretty long game.
See, I was in a weird position where I haven't played Final Fantasy VII. Well, I played a little bit, but barely. But I'm gonna get Final Fantasy VII Remake, so I'd be kind of dumb to play the old one and then the
They're
new one
different
right
enough.
after.
They're very
though.
different.
No,
Yeah.
they're quite.
I'd rather
significantly
play the
different.
first one first so that I could, like, appreciate the new
Compare
one.
it.
Do you want me to change my pick to Final Fantasy VII? Because
I mean,
actually, you know what?
it's up
Someone
to-
else will probably
The
pick it.
importance
The
of it
list
are
is
very
quite
different.
short.
It's not a guarantee, but who knows?
Do you want to play Final Fantasy VII?
I mean, I do want to play Final Fantasy 7.
Do you want me to change my pick to Final Fantasy VII?
Oh my god, how many
Either way,
times?
you're
Just
playing
move
Final
on.
I'd have
Either
to
way, you're playing
finalize
Final
it. You
Fantasy.
pick.
Somebody's gonna pick Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
Saf,
7
that's
for
up
him.
to you. Do you want me to play 4 or 7?
Just
I
finalize
want
it
you to
right
pick
now,
4.
Saf.
4.
Okay.
Okay.
4. Okay.
All right. Who's picking next? No. All right.
Noah.
No,
Me?
Dark Souls.
Yeah, go for Dark Souls.
Okay. Knew that was coming. I mean, I
There it
don't have a
is. Easy
long
peasy.
list.
Now
Well,
moving.
I was either that or it was gonna be one of the shit ones. So.
Yeah.
So it's my turn.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. So from what I can gather, it's FF7 and a bunch of bad games.
Yeah. Brandon's doing some predictive AI right now.
Yeah. Well, there's
Um,
one bad game
Did
that I
you
wouldn't
not
mind
play
playing.
Crusader? Did you not play
Say
Crusader?
no remorse. You did, but never finished it,
I
right?
didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't want to finish it, to be honest.
okay.
Okay.
I don't want to finish it.
mean-
I kind of want to give you as a tour. No, FF7. Let's just do FF7. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Alrighty.
long,
No
but
swear.
And all these JRPGs on your back.
I got fucking 4
The-
of them.
The neat thing about FF7, if you buy it now, probably on the Switch, it'll be
Already own
easier
it.
to play because they have like fast forward and shit like that.
I already own it on the Xbox One.
yeah, it has all the same features. So
Okay, cool. You know, for the record, I would have played Knack.
Mhm.
Would have happily
oh,
played
that's
Knack.
what I.
Oh.
You know what?
No, it's fine.
Here's okay. All right.
I would have happily played Knack, though. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, for next year.
Happily, with joy in my heart.
If I
press the
survive
like
this
button.
year with my 400 hours.
Yeah, are you sure you don't want me to swap for Knack?
No,
Because
it's fine.
you have a long run time.
Oh, fucking. I'll figure it out.
He's got 365
that's
days.
kinda
He
rough.
can manage. He'll
Yeah.
get past Gower Plains eventually.
Okay. All
Eventually.
right. I just want the record to state I offered.
We can make swaps midway through. Good lord. All right. So I'm next, and I had a good set of games. Didn't have a bad time with any of them really. I haven't played Federation Force yet. I'm just gonna put that. I'm gonna do 6 games in 2020. Why not? Noah can give me a game still. Wait, no. Who gave me? Wait, no. Saf gave me Federation Force, right?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think Ills gave me Einhander.
I did.
Brandon gave me Winback.
Yeah.
Did Noah give me Illusion of Gaia?
Yes.
And then Moose gave me Alundra, a game he had not played.
That's weird.
I don't remember giving you a Lunja, but okay.
And I had, like I said, I had a good time with all of them. Federation Force, we'll see. But I think I think I might want to move Illusion of Gaia just a little bit. Because I think those games, like Terra Enigma, it sort of serves a lot of the same positives as Terra Enigma. Where, like, I really like the world. I really like the sort of, like, out there themes the game goes for. The main character's name is Will. That's a huge benefit. That should make it look fun. I appreciate like the thrust the game has. Like it's very much it wants you to be moving forward a lot. Like there's not really much grinding that you can do. Like you get items from enemies when you kill them, but if you kill them again, they don't give it to you, and you can't go back to a lot of old areas, which is very against how I normally play a JRPG. But I think I enjoyed it more actually because of that. It made it stand out more. So you know, looking at where it is, where is Illusion of Gaia actually? I should
81.
81.
Took me a minute
81.
to find it, but
Which is, I think, good, right? But I think I would put it above, going back, because I played a little bit of it before, but going back to it, I think I would put it above Wonderful 101. And I liked it more than I liked Einhander, right? Einhander didn't have as many flaws, but I don't know. I think, personally, I enjoy Illusion of Gaia more.
It's tough because it's like caught in the middle of like a good portion of games because it's above Mario Tennis Aces, Dragon Ball Fighters, DuckTales, Pandora's Tower.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like
Say Xenoblade Chronicles X, you coward.
I've never played that game, so I can't judge that.
I haven't played Star Successor, so I can't make it.
All I know about Xenoblade Chronicles X is that fucking battle theme, and I want to forget it. So,
I need a bigger gun.
I mean, I would be willing to put it, yeah,
I mean,
somewhere
I think it
around
should
like
be.
Sin and Punishment, Wonderful 101 would be would be a decent spot.
I think it definitely should be above Miss Pac-Man, and I don't care if it's above Unhander. That's fine.
Yeah.
God.
Well, what about 101?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't have any problem with that. It's a really good game.
Mhm.
And obviously, Wonderful 101 has its flaws. I don't think Illusion of Gaia has flaws like that.
Yeah. I'm okay with that too.
I
Okay.
do remember a bit of frustration with boss fights, and limited health items. But other than that,
vampires.
yeah.
There was, and that was the thing where like that was the moment where I was like, I wish I could grind a little bit more game actually if you could help me out, but
Yeah.
and they have the weird like live system, but it's weird. Anyways, Yeah. Okay.
Whoa.
So are we good with Above Wonderful 101?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right. So there it is.
Yeah.
Not a lot of movement, but sometimes we mostly get it right, and that's okay. So there it is. So that now number
It's a
77
little
on the
fine
list.
tuning.
Yeah, fine tune. That's a good way to phrase it. All right, and now give me what you got.
The missing.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
was easy.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, you've expressed interest in it before, quite
Yes.
a few times. So
Yeah.
feels kind of like suitable. To
Who
just
would like this game? I'm
recommend
pretty
it to you.
certain.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's next? Ills.
Hills.
Oh yeah. 1 sec. I think I'm gonna give you Toomba because you said you wanted to play it.
Okay.
I was gonna give him two.
That was one of mine.
All right. Well, how big were you on visual novels?
I like him. I like the novels. Let's see.
So I was gonna either pick that or pick Tulip for you because you love that sword charm.
He
He's
fucking
the
picked
world
it.
where I like Tulip, you know.
He's the
I'm
one who
broken
made
enough
us
that there's
play
a
that
world.
game.
I don't want it to make him hate it though. That's the thing.
There's only one way to experience that game, and it's with hate.
Let the chips fall where they may. Whatever you want to do, I'm fine.
Do the right thing.
All right. I'll give you Hotel Dusk.
There you
Okay.
go.
In my head, Ill saying "do the right thing," I was like, "Oh, he wants him to pick Tulip."
Yes.
I mean,
I thought-
that would also be the right
Well,
thing. to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. There's a lot of right things to do here.
My turn?
Yeah.
It's gotta be Sin and Punishment Star Successor, man.
Good choice.
oh,
That
my
That game
God.
is incredible.
Well,
And I just plugged in my Wii U again for the first time in a while. So
Yay.
it's on my
let me
virtual
pull
console.
up the pin for Will's games because I picked 3 for him, and that was all 3.
Well, here we go.
You got Trash It and Crusader No Remorse just waiting to be picked.
Oh boy.
Will, you're gonna play. You know what, Will? You're gonna play Star Wars Republic Commando.
Okay.
Ooh la
Look
la.
at that.
God damn it.
I'm about that.
That's a cool fucking game.
Star Wars Republic Commando. All right, here we go, boys. All right, so there we go. That's mine. Next up, we have Saphir.
It is I. So my list was interesting. It's quite mixed actually. The 2 high-ranking games: Red Dead Redemption, Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Red Dead recommended to me by Brandon. Symphony of the Night recommended to me by who recommended this to me? Will,
Yes.
actually. We also had Tales of Symphonia recommended to me by Noah. Mark of Cree by Ills. Mario Tennis Aces by Muzzy.
Mm-hmm.
Out of this list, my personal favorite has to be Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It is such a fantastic Metroidvania game.
Hell yeah, it is.
The point where you flip the entire castle around and you
Mhm.
just play it, but from like bottom up. It's such a great showcase of level design. I love it.
Did you know that was a thing
Hmm?
before you played it? Were you aware of that?
I not entirely. I knew they did
That's
something
cool.
weird with the castle.
Oh, I'm
Like,
very happy you
I
made
thought
it to 2019 and didn't know that. That's awesome.
Yeah. I genuinely thought that they mirrored it or something like that. I didn't know they were going to flip it upside down, and it's just
Yeah,
that it worked really well.
It's
but-
astonishing how well it worked out. Like it just felt like a whole new thing, whole new
Yeah.
castle.
Definitely, yeah. And you still managed to unlock different secrets in the old ones that you weren't able to access as well. Oh,
Mhm.
sorry, in the old map they were able to access as well in the new one.
Mhm.
Once you flip it over, it's a great showcase. Like great art style, great music. and voice acting was a little meh, but what can you do?
I mean, it's a cult classic for a reason.
Yeah.
The best voice acting of its generation.
How about that credits music? It's
Oh, yeah.
the soul song. It makes me laugh every time.
Hmm. Yeah, and it's fantastic because even though it's like a flat 2D game, the where it still manages to like be varied in the path you take. Like it's just you can explore to your heart's content, and it does incredible. It designs that game incredibly to that for that. Um, in terms of the game that I want to re-rank, I want to re-rank this game as well because I've noticed
Oh my
it
god.
lower than Red Dead, and I feel as though that needs to be corrected.
Well, you had Red Dead on your list. You could just rank that game instead.
Well,
Yeah,
But
but
I
I
also
think
put
but I
better
agree.
than
I want to move Symphony of the Night up too.
Okay.
I agree with that.
yeah, because like I feel so it's better than the rest of those games. Whereas not necessarily Red Dead. Like
I think it's better than Final Fantasy
Um,
4.
yeah, I would say that. I would definitely say that it's better than Final Fantasy 4. I wouldn't
I'd
say
bring
it
it
was
up
better
even
than
higher,
Last of
but
Us.
yeah.
It would be a tough argument to make to say it's higher than Last of Us.
Yeah, I don't know if I would put it above The Last of Us, but I would. I mean, obviously not having played Final Fantasy IV right now,
I mean,
I'd
I
put
would
it
play
above
Symphony of
that.
the Night, but I think we're disrespecting New Leaf here. I just want to point that out.
I mean, New Leaf for me is like one of the best games ever, so I would put it like at like number 2. But no, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
But I would put it really high.
He says that about a lot of games, though. Donkey Kong Country is number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Animal Crossing New Leaf's number 2. I'm saying
if-
two different things here. Don't try
And
to.
if
Yeah,
Super Mario World was
consistency.
on this list, that would be number 0.
Yes, 0.1, because there'd be a bunch of games in between.
All right, so we're moving this where?
I'm fine with
Above
above Final Fantasy 4, but I think Sap is cool. Do we have anyone else?
I'll go higher.
Above Final Fantasy 4 is fine with me.
That's fine with me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it above The Last of Us though.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. There it is. Easy peasy. A big movement for the upper portion of the list, actually. 7 spots is a lot when you're dealing with number 20 to 13.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so there it is. Now, what do we have to give Saf?
Yeah.
Self list. Oh god, you made a document. Ugh.
Yeah, Saf has a
Damn it,
separate Google
Saf.
Doc. All right, so I guess Ills is up first.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
I'm doing a lot of things right now.
Oh, because he's also managing things moving around, yeah.
All right, fucking document bullshit.
Just have to make everything
You're
so
so
difficult.
annoying.
Ooh,
Why
you have
can't
some
you just...
good choices here.
Yeah, Saf has a lot actually to pull from. Well,
All right,
out of my list, I have the most. For
Oh,
Saf.
this is easy. Yeah, you're gonna do Path of Radiance.
Oh god damn it. It's alright. I got one for you too, Saf. I'm next, right?
Yes, you are.
Saf, you're playing Snatcher.
Ooh, that was on my list.
Snatcher.
Yeah. Good pick.
Now I want to give Saf Cuphead, but I feel like he's on because of his hand
hand, yeah.
problems.
That'll get in the way. That'll get in the way 100%.
Cuphead is a very intensive.
Mm-hmm.
I still haven't touched Bloodborne because of it.
Okay, so I guess we do need to keep in mind Seth's.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't.
So, like I want to say something like WarioWare, but I don't know if Saf would appreciate WarioWare.
Saf just finds Wario to be too gross. He's a nasty man.
He's a disgusting boy. He has no manners.
Oh God, what is Saf gonna like? Okay,
Get some easy choices here.
You know what, Saf? You're gonna play.
Knack.
I don't want to just spring to like whatever the highest on the list is, but
Did you just say knack?
No. Yeah, Knack.
Knack's not on this list.
I was just thinking.
Saf is going to play. Screw it. Okay, just play Okami, Saf.
There you go.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that was also on
Okay.
my list. So
I just figured someone else would pick it.
I'm,
That's
I'm
why I was
sweating
like,
right now. I'm worried.
All right. Well, I was going to pick. I was gonna be nice to Saf, and everybody's like, "Well, Saf's hand and everything." But I got no sympathy when I have to play 400 hours of fucking games this year. So fuck you. You're gonna
He
play.
did give you mercy.
You're gonna play. I have no mercy at all. You're gonna play fucking Beautiful Joe.
Oh,
I was doing it. Well,
Good
mash
luck.
it out, Saf. Get ready.
I fucking love
Okay.
Beautiful Joe.
I don't
Saf, you
think
have
Zach's
11
gonna love it
months.
after he plays it.
Saf's gonna
you
hate
have
this
11
game.
months to
It's
recover,
not
Saf.
that bad, first of all, for
It's gonna-
a
No, it's not
platinum
as
game.
intensive as like other.
It's
No,
not as crazy as other platinum games. Trust me. If you play it on a GameCube, you get a big ass green button to press. I mean,
It's true.
That helps.
Right.
All right, Saf. How do you feel about analog sticks?
Particularly bad analog sticks.
How do you feel about like having to press forward on analog sticks a fair amount?
I seem to be okay with that.
Okay, then you're gonna play We Love Katamari
Oh.
because you're
I thought you were going the N64 route with WinRap or something.
no.
Oh,
No, I think Saf might end up coming back with We Love Katamari and being like, the characterization of the king, I just don't get it, but it's a risk I'm willing to take, like. How dare this game be so colorful, but have these weird dialogue choices? Zach and Wiki, never forget, I miss you every day.
Fuck.
All right, next up we have Ills.
Yeah. It's me. I played Red Dead Redemption, Splatoon 2, Left 4 Dead 2, Danganronpa, and Until Dawn. I don't remember who gave me these games. I think Left 4 Dead 2 was Noah. Until Dawn might have been Brandon.
think so.
I know Muzzy gave me Splatoon.
Saf gave you Danganronpa.
Saf gave me Danganronpa. So Muzzy gave me Red
I think
Dead?
I gave you Red Dead.
No, Will gave me Red Dead. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're an asshole.
Sorry, bud.
I think the game I enjoyed the most out of these was probably Danganronpa. I mean, I like Left 4 Dead 2 a lot too, because the multiplayer.
Yeah, it was fun.
Wow.
We all played together.
He liked
Yeah.
the visual novel the most, everybody.
It's a tie, I guess. But yeah, I like Danganronpa a lot. I think I had a lot of good characters. I really like Sakura a lot. Hina, I like Junko. All those characters are pretty fun, and I like all their, all the intricate ways they get killed. Well, not all of those, but the intricate ways the characters throughout the game get killed. It's pretty fun.
We're on a watch list now.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Mhm.
So yeah, I really enjoyed them, and and Splatoon was really cool. Like the Octo expansion, it required a lot of thinking, surprisingly, like a lot of strategy, because it gets pretty difficult. I did all the all the maps on Octo expansion. It was pretty
The
challenging
meme cake.
Did you do the secret boss?
at points. I don't know who the secret boss is.
Okay.
I guess not then. So yeah, that was pretty fun. I don't know how to unlock the secret boss. So.
You do all the stations, so it should be available.
Then you have to go into the locker room or something, right?
Ah, okay. Nobody told me that.
No.
Yeah, so out of those games, I think I'm gonna move Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, I
Not
saw
the
that
worst
coming.
game I played. I think the worst game I played. There's no real bad game, but the appreciably worst game I played was probably Until Dawn. It's
Did you
it's
not
good,
already-
but
Did you not already move Red Dead Redemption
No.
before? Or am I...
I moved it on a previous re-rank. Yeah,
Oh, did you?
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
what? Can we do
I
this?
voted again. Oh boy.
Yeah, well, we could do it.
It's a
Yeah,
different
he has every
day.
right to.
Excuse me. What? Is there a limitation?
No, there's not.
Who's messing with the list?
I would
me,
put
and,
it.
me and Brandon are sweating right now, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, I would put it below Donkey Kong Country 2. So I would put it.
Oh,
See, this is a play to
we'll find a
Brandon.
little bit
This
of
is-
strategy here.
I mean, all right.
Who's
It's a
messing
good
with the
game.
list?
What?
Who's messing with the list?
I'm messing it up, brother. I'm trying.
Okay.
We didn't move Symphony of the Night.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that version. I'm only doing the spreadsheet right now
Ah, okay. All right.
because I can't touch it right now. So yeah, I want to move Red Dead to below Donkey Kong Country 2. Red Dead is a pretty good game. I just feel like it was very empty, and the story, even though it comes together at the end, sort of,
Mhm.
it has a surprising end. Like, I really didn't care about John Marston. I really didn't. Like, and he just kept repeating himself over and over to every person. He was like, "Yeah, I'm just doing this because the sheriff is making me do it." Blah blah blah. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, why are you in Mexico at all? What is this part of the game? Why?
It's a
I've heard that the
very
I've
Grand
heard
Theft
the
Auto type Rockstar type main character trope.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that. Um, I've heard that the multiplayer is good. I'm taking that into consideration, I guess. And the DLC, I'm sure is really good. Yeah, I don't know anything about that, but I'm sure it's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's not as good as the games below it, up to Skyward Sword.
Hmm.
Thoughts?
I mean, I really, really love I really, really love how much they've catered this towards like the Wild West settings and how what was that word? Like they really, really emulated that well. Oh fuck! What was that word? It's like kind of like tribute or
Homage, maybe. I don't know.
homage? Yeah, they've made it into like an homage to like those Wild West old Western movies. Like they did a really good homage of that. Um, there are a couple issues. Like I didn't really like the horse riding parts of that game, which is considering that this is like a majority
the whole
game.
game.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
They
like-
didn't like
like
riding
the
the horse as a
races at the-
cowboy.
Like the races part, like the races, like especially in the beginning, like I found that to be kind of finicky.
I also did not enjoy the racists in that game.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you didn't like the whole game either, Will?
Yeah, well, hey, that's true. Yeah, I went back to
But
Red
it's-
Dead at a point this year when I got my Xbox One X thing. And I played it for like 5 hours, and I do think it aged worse than I recalled it aging. Right?
Mhm.
I do think that, like you sort of said, like I think the Undead Nightmare stuff was really cool, but I'd be willing to move it down.
Below
I don't think I
DKC
wanna
2?
move it down.
That's hard. I don't know.
I
I
would not
personally don't
be
think I
willing
want to move it down because it's still a enjoyable game. Like it's still fun. Like I love the Deadeye, like the
Deadeye mechanic.
yeah the Deadeye mechanic where everything goes slow mo and you just fucking kill
Yeah,
shit.
it's
like a
satisfying
like
to
a-
pull off. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, what's there to pull off? You just press a button and go slow mo.
yeah. It makes you feel powerful. Makes you feel real cool.
Yeah, it's fun. It's good. So what'd you say, Saf? Where you want to put it?
I don't think I want to move it down that much. Like
I don't want to move it either, but
He said that much. That means there's a point.
there is a compromise, I guess. Do you really see it being less than Metal Gear?
Yeah,
Metal
I do.
Gear.
I do.
Metal Gear Solid, which is like 2 below.
I feel like I put it below Splatoon 2.
You should go below Undertale.
I
Should
mean,
go below Donkey Kong Country 2.
And Will's personal was a spoiler alert.
Maybe you could rank Undertale higher next re-rank.
Right.
Or
Or you can do it right now.
If I thought Undertale should go higher, I would have said it.
Yeah, yeah. The implication was loud. It was, it resonated.
Like Metal Gear was a great game, but Metal Gear has also aged kind of.
Metal Gear has not aged poorly. I played
No.
that game for the first time in 2014. It was phenomenal. Okay?
That was 6 years
I
ago.
mean, I would put it. I mean, I would put it below like Undertale or Earthbound.
Yeah, or Cuphead, or Donkey Kong Country 2.
Cuphead, I don't put as high as you guys. I don't know.
So we got
I was
below
putting it on
Earthbound.
the same- I was comparing Metal Gear on the same level as like Red Dead. Like if Red Dead aged poorly, then I would say like Metal Gear has, because like
No,
it
I don't
has.
think so.
Metal Gear has not aged poorly though.
Well, staff thinks it has.
Yeah, I mean that's how I can think. That's fine.
I mean, Twin Snakes is better than Metal Gear 1 anyway.
That's not true.
Twin
We're not gonna
Twin
relitigate
Snakes
this
has
argument.
Yoshi.
We're not
in
doing
it.
this one.
Has Yoshi.
That's a fair point, actually.
Oh,
I wouldn't move Red Dead Redemption.
I wouldn't move it.
I wouldn't.
either.
I'm not tempted by the allure of moving Donkey Kong Country.
moving
2
it
up
below
one spot.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Would you put it below Splatoon 2?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm a, cause like Undertale, I get it's a personal taste thing, but I think you throw in Octo expansion is such an amazing complete package of a video game.
I mean, I might put it below Splatoon 2 if Splatoon 2 was higher.
Well, Ills could move Splatoon 2 up.
Oh, we're Red Dead, so I'm sorry.
I'd move
we
Splatoon
we
2 above
pivot
Red
midway
Dead.
through the
I
stream.
think Splatoon 2
That
is
makes
perfect
no
where it
sense.
is, but it should
I'd
be
move
above Red
Splatoon
Dead.
2 below Last of Us.
Um, I feel like there's not
I
a
mean,
lot
it's
of
still
movement
3
that's
against
internal
2.
right now.
Well, Saf hasn't told me where he
Unless-
wants it.
Saf
so I don't
already
know.
won it.
Stand firm, Saf. Do what you believe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Below
want to.
Earthbound,
I
just
just
like
want
you
to
believe.
stick above. Like, I still want to keep it the way it is. Like, I
What
don't
about below
think I've
New Leaf,
seen-
Saf?
Howard.
What about below New Leaf,
What
brother?
do you mean, coward?
Howard.
Like, just because I was open to hearing the arguments for it being lower.
I mean,
No, you
Brandon
weren't.
did say earlier he would put New Leaf at number 2 on the list.
I'm not falling for that.
What? Your own opinions? Your own thoughts from 5 minutes ago?
I was
That's what
obviously
you're falling
taking
for.
a piss 2 minutes ago.
Oh, you're pissing on the list right now,
I mean,
brother.
he
That's what you're
literally
doing.
just said Splatoon 2 is better than Red Dead Redemption. He just
Yeah,
said
I know. I agree with that. But I think Splatoon 2 is too low.
What's 3 spots? You're helping him. You're moving it about as much as you're gonna get.
No, it's fine. No, Brandon, you're fine. It's fine staying over there. Don't worry about
Look
it.
at
Don't
us.
let
You're
them
not.
go-
You're moving Splatoon.
Don't let
You're
them go
moving
to
decisions.
Animal
into making a
Crossing.
bad choice.
You're moving 2 of your biggest games on this list. You're moving them up 1 spot, baby. You're not moving Red Dead down.
Not
You're moving
fault.
Animal
No,
Crossing up,
not
my
Don't
man.
let them. Don't let them trick you.
I know.
That's
not
what-
letting them trick me.
I'm
We
making
still
it.
It's not
I'm,
about tricking anybody. What the
But
fuck?
what does Saf want?
Sam wants it to be in the same
How
spot,
do they spot?
which would then mean that's 3.
3 and 3, I guess.
I
Well,
mean, I
3 and
haven't
2
played
because
Red
Moose hasn't
Dead,
played
so-
it. So,
Oh.
well, there you go. I mean, do any of you 3 feel like you're? Because Saf is out. Because Saf and Brandon have both been screaming out they're not going to be convinced. So I think we're done.
No, it's not gonna be good, man.
No,
Saf literally said he wanted to move it down. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
He was
That's what
listening
he
to
I
said.
did
argument.
not.
Yes, you
No.
He
did.
was open
Yeah,
to the
he
idea,
said, I
but
don't
he
want to move
didn't.
it down
I literally
that
just said
much.
I don't think I want to move it down that much.
That much, which
that
implies you want to
much
move it
means implied
down.
moving
You
it
wanna move
down.
down.
That
Have you
doesn't-
played New Leaf?
Okay, well,
Saf?
you don't know how
Just
words work,
move
but-
on.
Saf's confused.
Zaf hasn't played New Leaf because it's on his list of games to
You know,
pick
Ills,
from.
I got you. I'm gonna play Red Dead this year. All right.
Oh my
And
God,
we just
here
be
we go.
stuck 3-3 apparently.
That's like that's
Saf doesn't know what he
no
wants to
progress
do.
is going to be made.
I don't care.
Yeah, spiteful plays are also not great. But there we go. That is, that's Ills. So now we have to give him more
Quite
games to
fun.
play.
Yeah.
being open. I don't know.
Who starts? Me?
You
No.
know.
Me? Oh, okay. So, could you kindly go back? There we go. All right. So I had to play Elite Beat Agents.
What? No,
which
you have to
was-
pick games for me.
No, 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 no.
Oh,
pick
never
the
mind.
game.
All right, where was your? I had your thing here. Where'd it go? I had one picked to you. Where is it? Mega Man 3.
Okay.
Alright.
My turn already?
Your
Already.
turn.
Okay, so. See, I kinda want to give him a bad game because he said he is fine with that.
Anything, just pick whatever you want. I don't care. Literally don't care. Just pick any fucking game on the list. I don't care.
Oh, he's looking at those Sonic games.
Oh no.
Nah, but you know, play 999. That game's dope. 999.
He loves
Fuck.
Ills. He's a visual novel guy. He loves them.
It was his favorite game. It was his favorite game of last year that he played for New Year's.
God.
It was his favorite game. A visual novel was his favorite game club game he played last year.
No, it was
It's wild
Psychonauts.
stuff.
What you keep forgetting.
Yeah,
That's
we
pretty
have
much
it
a
on the
visual novel
podcast.
with
You
jumping.
said it.
Okay. And you should know that I said on the podcast that my favorite game was Psychonauts.
Yeah, but I could clip you out saying that your favorite game was Snatcher.
Okay.
So
And that makes
you can put it out of context.
and that's what makes it true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brandon,
But
what do you got?
Muzzy's a bastard man for a lot of reasons, including the fact that he just picked 999 because that's what I was gonna pick. But instead, I'm gonna pick Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
I don't know why. It just seems weird that Ilse hasn't played that game, so I wanted to play it.
Sure, it's a big one. For me, I'm gonna give him. Ills is a man that values skill. He has technique, right? He's good at video games.
Okay.
He's gonna beat that big old monkey in Punch Out. He's gonna beat up Donkey Kong.
Okay. I was the third person that also wanted Ilse to play 999, but since I've
Wow.
already picked twice, how about give your hand to Cave Story Plus? Try it
With
out.
your hand.
That's what we
Seth, that's a bit of
Try your
an
hand.
statement.
we give our hands in sacrifice like Seth.
Yeah, I know. Take.
That's why
completely.
Sav's hands don't work.
Yeah, every time he plays a video game, he views it as a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Kevin said, "Give your hand to Saf because he needs it."
He needs it.
Definitely.
All right, there it is. There's Ills 5.
All right.
And last, we got Noah.
Alright, now I can go over the games you guys picked for me. Okay, so Will picked Elite Beat Agents for me, which I beat. I had played that game before, but I never actually went through the whole thing, so it was fun. Ills picked Trash It for me, another game that I had played, but I really wanted to finish.
Mhm.
Then Brandon picked The Walking Dead for me, which I really wanted to play, but unfortunately did not have the time because of time constraints in
Because
general.
of trash it.
Well, that too.
Crash It was a 7-month endeavor.
Then Danganronpa was picked by Muzzy, I think, or was it no? Will picked who picked
I picked
Okami?
EBA.
And then the other one was Okami. I can't remember which. I think one of the you both like Interswap. I don't know.
I think did I not pick Danganronpa for you?
Well, maybe you picked Danganronpa for me. Yeah. The only ones I'm sure about is Will with Elite Beat Agents, Trash It with those, and Brandon with Walking Dead. So yeah.
So
Okay.
how are we gonna do this? Are you gonna play the 3 games before, or are you just gonna play new games?
I re-put Danganronpa and The Walking Dead back on the list, so you can choose it again for me. I'll try and get my best again to play them. Okami, I've already played like a good 2/3 of that game, so like I felt I played enough of it to have like an experience worthy of it. So I didn't put it back on the list to be chosen. But if you guys want, I can put it back on. But anyway, so yeah, I only beat Elite Beat Agents and Trash It.
Yeah.
So with Trash It, I only have 2 choices here, so I'm gonna say like Trash It was my favorite, strangely enough.
Okay.
So a little bit backstory. I had played this as a kid, so I had like obviously a few biased feelings towards it. But I had never gotten past World 2 in the single player. My experience was like in the multiplayer. And like I had fairly enjoyed myself. But when we had chosen it for the game club, I couldn't get that. We only had like 2 weeks to play it. That's a general time that we have to play games. So I didn't manage to get very far, and I did hit a few roadblocks that I thought like was like the game's fault that I was like not getting hit. That's why like I was like agreeing with everybody why we should be put down on the list so low and everything. And like generally, even though I liked it, the game was not the best. Because I think it was only me and Brandon and Ills that had played it at the time.
That's
Mhm.
Did Seth play it?
I did.
You did?
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. The
I don't
fucking.
remember that. Anyway,
awesome.
but as I went through I revisited for the third time, and without like we had a whole year instead of 2 weeks, I actually managed to beat the game fully, and I have to admit I was generally very impressed with like the direction the game wanted to go and like the ideas and all the things they wanted to accomplish in the game. So I generally had fun playing through the game, even though there were a few roadblocks, but they were nowhere near as bad as like I had thought they were from what Sales made it sound like with certain levels.
They are that bad. He's
I
lying.
mean,
They're
only
that bad.
one. I mean, specifically, he's talking about the hammer where you can launch into.
Oh no,
space.
not just that. Even though that's the most egregious example, but
Yeah.
like the guy is slippery. The fact that you can't cancel out of a stage, losing a life unless you hit the bell. But there's some stages where you can't get to the bell, so if you fuck up, you have to lose a life.
Yeah, that was like in
There's
the
also the
last
game's
world, yeah.
economy as well, which is kind of shit. Whereas
Yeah.
if you have to upgrade the hammer, if you don't, then you're kind of fucked.
See, that was one of the things I discovered. Like, I thought originally when you buy a hammer, sell it back for like half the price, so you could you could block yourself from progressing. But I discovered that actually, when you buy the hammer, you resell it at full price.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to get the better hammer and to keep upgrading. So like, I kind of got myself stuck the first time I played with it because I was being a cheapo. So I kind of got that was like my own fault for getting stuck the first time and not being able to progress. So after like I discovered that, like the game just like got like a million times easier, honestly. But like they go like in so many like especially when it comes to like the level design, like they always every world they introduce like a new mechanic, and it opens up like this whole like puzzle solving I guess idea. Like these different things that you can do through it. Like every level like feels very different, or at least every world feels very different from the last because it brings back like previous mechanics and then adds a new one and then changes it up constantly. Even though the general same idea is to like hit the bell at the end of the level, the first couple of worlds are like focused on just just getting through to the bell. Then later on in other worlds, you have to like destroy almost everything in the level before the bell can even appear. And then other levels, it's just like a time, time trial, I guess would be the better. This is where you don't have to destroy anything. You just have to like get to the end of the level really fast by avoiding enemies and traps and things like that.
Every level has a timer, so every level is
Well,
kind of
yeah,
like
but
a time trial.
It's
But
more
also-
focus oriented around that. Like
It's not
Yeah.
just getting the belt. You have to collect the Timmies, otherwise you won't progress.
well, yeah. Well,
And-
again, in the the last couple of worlds, you don't have. Well, yeah, there is a world where you don't even have to collect Timmies.
Yeah,
to,
because
like,
they give you the
perks.
hammers you need. But
Yeah, they give you
that
hammers
happens
you
like at the end of the game, basically.
Yeah, and yeah, like it switches up. Like even things like the main mechanic is swinging your hammer, destroying things, cleaning up to collect lives and things like
It
that.
takes so long for him to do certain actions. Like it's
true.
so.
That's why I say like the gameplay isn't
excruciatingly long to
exactly.
take out that fucking vacuum.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why I say like the gameplay itself isn't like
Oh.
fluid or like smooth, but I really like the direction the games were going and what they were trying to like do with the game. Like being limited to like the PlayStation and what it was at the time, it's like it's impressive.
All right.
Even like they even had like a part where you like have a call like the one of those ones which I'm talking about where you have to build a spaceship.
Yeah, World
Like
5.
it has
where you have
nothing to do with the rest of the game's all about. Like you don't destroy anything. You build a spaceship to go to space.
Yeah. Because you're
Which is
chasing
really
the villain.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So from
It's-
planet to planet.
yeah. And
Where
I
do you
don't know
wanna move
about
it?
you, but I haven't met a single villain that
Alright.
to a cube. So I don't know. He beat up a pretty powerful guy. So you have to give the trash guy some credit here.
Pretty funny.
I like that like four of you have no idea what we're talking about, but yeah.
Very
It was
true.
a very, very frustrating experience, to be honest with you.
There was a couple sentences in there where it was like the jimble jambles on like the scrimble scramps, and I was like, oh my goodness, this trash. It sounds like a world. They have a universe.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So where do you want to move it?
Well, obviously not going to go high.
Is
But-
this the game you're picking to re-rank? Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's either that or Elite Beat Agents.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you want.
So,
Are you trying to push it to be out of hell?
not out.
Hell being.
I
not-
want him to be the gatekeeper.
You want it to be the new gatekeeper.
Yes. It fits too, because trash it. If he goes past it, you trash it to hell.
Okay.
The gatekeeper would be out of hell, though. Donkey Kong is not in hell.
The gatekeeper on the other side. Everybody forgets
Gatekeeper
about the other
is
side.
on hell, like on borderline hell.
There's no gatekeeper on the other side. Nobody's trying to get
it's
out.
Paper Mario Sticker Star.
Donkey Kong is the only gatekeeper we have.
Okay, whatever.
Well, then he's the doorman. He's right
He's
there.
the
greeting
doorman,
you.
yes.
Right, he's the doorman.
I'll settle for that.
Well, what do Ilzen's half think?
No, I don't want to move it anywhere.
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
like
I would want to move Discord Nord down, but I'm not gonna move Trash It up.
I don't want to move trash it either.
I mean, I agree that it does some nice things, like in later levels. Like I really enjoyed, relatively speaking, World 5. I like the portals, like
Relatively
All the
speaking.
portals, yeah, the acrobats.
I don't want to give you the wrong impression here, but relatively speaking, I think the portal, like jumping between portals, and that it conserves the momentum, so you have to do puzzles like that. It's pretty interesting. I wish the game was more like that, but the game is very annoying to play. Like it's a slog. There's a reason why it took me like a whole month to get through. It's just I was just dying, and especially in the later levels, and especially when you have to use that hammer, rocket hammer, which is the most bad shit thing I've seen in a video game since I think ever. So yeah.
I
no,
mean, it was
hate
in the
this game.
instruction manual that had all the.
Yeah, I mean,
Those
I'm
hammers,
glad it
yeah.
was there because it didn't help me at all.
Yeah.
I hate this game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and also Tulip. Tulip had a whole fucking god in the instruction manual, and we
And I hate that game a lot.
yeah,
too.
exactly. And we pun intended trashed it for that. So I wouldn't move trash
And
it.
it's so crazy because they do give you like all these tutorials every time you gain a new skill, but they don't give you a tutorial for the hammer rocket. I don't understand it. It's so outside of the bounds of anything you would expect in the game. It goes into like a first-person mode. The hammer flies out of your hand, goes into the foreground, and then you're in the first-person mode of the hammer. It's so crazy. You
It
can
is.
never expect it.
You know, nope. And that's the kind of thing you expect throughout the game, yeah.
Fucking bad shit.
You don't expect it throughout the game.
You
though.
don't
That's the
expect it.
thing.
No, you don't.
That's not good.
So, not moving?
I mean, it's.
I wouldn't move it.
I wouldn't move it.
Fair enough.
You tried.
I
But
tried. There's only so
And
much you
it's,
can do when
it's
only
the
one person's
culmination-
fully complete. So.
It's the culmination of like a 20-year saga for you, so at least you can say you beat Trash It, you know?
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh yeah! I'm more than happy that I was.
I
able
will
to
never
complete it.
fully complete this game. I have no intentions ever in my life. I played it for 8 hours, and that was enough for me to get the gist of what the hell was going on.
Surprise! Well, you never got past like World 3, so you missed out on a lot. But yeah.
I feel like I didn't.
I mean, you only played like not even a third of the game, so.
I'm good. I'm absolutely
Welcome to
good.
the Ills argument.
I
You're now one of the crew members to know.
Yeah, I know. Now I know how Ilse feels. Yeah.
Well, kinda.
I mean, Brandon's one of the crew members too, since after he played Undertale, his opinion changed.
True.
But you know, I don't know if there's any 20-year games on the list right now for Noah to be given for 2020, but doesn't mean we shouldn't still add them. So, Moose, you're up first.
I'm up first. Let me look at his list.
Glad you came prepared. You didn't 15 minutes.
Oh no, hold on. You guys all did this whenever someone else was first.
Well,
to.
hold
Oh,
up. The only reason I had to do it when I was moving shit on the list. So fuck you.
And I didn't hesitate at all.
I only had to
No,
do it. I only had to do it for Will because I picked 3 games for him and all 3 got picked.
I had backups.
It's okay.
prepared or something.
Wait, is it not pinned?
No, it's not. But it's early
It's
on.
right
the
at
most
the,
recent
it's
one.
one of the
Most
latest
recent
ones.
Oh yeah, it's literally right there. Okay. Oh man, I mean, it's got to be Link's Awakening. Come on. I mean,
I was
no,
not,
I
I was,
know you
I
love
wanted-
Zelda.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't believe you haven't played this game before.
I mean, time constraints. I don't have that much time.
yeah, that's fair. I
Got
get
time
it.
for trash.
Well, yeah. Well, that was before this game came out. I
Yeah.
figured.
But now you
Yeah.
got now. It's time to make some time.
After
for
once
this.
once October came around, I was like, I can't. It's like too many games
Swamp
came out.
City.
But you'll play the Switch version, yeah?
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, Link's Awakening. You'll love it, Noah.
All right, Brandon.
Well, I gotta say, I'm disappointed that you didn't play my game and you played Trash It, but I'm gonna give you the same game again. The Walking Dead Season 1, please play it this time,
I will.
because it's a game that I like a lot.
It's like, would you say it's like 10 hours?
Not a long game.
Thereabouts?
It's
Yeah.
a game that you literally, it's like watching a movie, so there's not a lot of investment in there.
This game,
Well, pretty long movie.
Yes.
by its nature, you can do fast. You got to, in fact. There's a Sonic Mania.
Sonic Mania. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. That's a really good choice.
Mhm. To you, Zach.
And I'm still shocked that you have not played Danganronpa, and I'm still going to pick Danganronpa.
Okay.
All right, and I'm gonna round out the list with SteamWorld Dig
Hey!
because I love that game.
Is that the first overlap?
No.
Off?
No.
No,
there was-
me and Moose with Hotel Dusk.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there it is. That is in front of you right now. The task, the goals in front of us for 2020. Will we save them all for December like I kind of did this year? We'll find out. Will we actually?
Okay.
Well, will we
I
manage our
can't.
time more
I
effectively?
literally cannot.
Yeah, no, Brandon, you gotta space them out. You gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might die.
That'll be fine.
And don't forget, like the Final Fantasy VII remakes coming. No Animal Crossing.
No, I'm not playing the Final Fantasy remake this year. You don't worry about that.
You're gonna play
No.
the original.
Yeah.
Well, everyone's talking about the remake. You're gonna be like, these marionette figures look great.
I'll play it when it's on Xbox One.
Well, that's true.
or Series
It's going to
X.
Game Pass, right?
Xbox Series X, yeah.
True. All right, there it is. That is the New Year's resolutions. They've been resolved. They've been resoluted again. Of course, we want to thank you for watching, for Kevin for being in the chat, and have a good one, everybody.
Happy
Merry
New
Christmas,
Year!
Happy New Year!
Yeah, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the Texans just got another touchdown, yes.
No,
That
this
is a
can't
good
be
New Year.
happening.
Happy New Year, everybody!
Happy New Year!
Wait, another as
They
in
just blocked the punt.
14?
And yeah, they just blocked the punt. The Chiefs were punting. Oh, great. All right.
No.
Bye, everybody.
Oh.